Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another, finally, something new about Dragon Ball to talk about. Now, I do Dragon Ball Super content on the channel, Dragon Ball Super manga content, and then whenever the anime comes back, that's when I do freaking content. But holy hell, man. Finally, something new Dragon Ball content related. It's about damn time. Finally. Now listen, to some people, I understand it's not the announcement that they wanted, which was AKA the Dragon Ball Super, I guess Season 2, or people like to call it Dragon Ball Super 2, or whatever, which would continue on the Dragon Ball Super storyline after the Broly arc in terms of the anime, which would means we would be getting the Moro arc, and then the freaking Granola arc, and then whatever they're going to be doing in the manga. But yeah, that's basically it. Now, if you're wondering in terms of my Dragon Ball Super manga content reviews, because I do Dragon Ball Super manga chapter reviews, I'm not covering any of this Dragon Ball Super superhero manga chapter stuff because I've already watched the movie and there's no point in re-talking about it. I think I reviewed it like first few chapters of the arc. And after that, I'm like, until this freaking arc is over, that's when I'll pick up another Dragon Ball Super manga chapter review. I have to read the newest chapter, but I know the next chapter is going to be like, I think Gamma 2 Sacrifice or whatever, so they're chugging along at a snail's pace to try to finish this arc. I just don't understand why they just don't finish the arc and get it over with so we can get over to the new content that I've been waiting and dying to see, but whatever. It is what it is at the end of the day. And we have to wait for that. But yesterday was New York Comic-Con, which I think it's actually for a few days or something like that. And yesterday, there was a Dragon Ball panel that included Monica Rial, English voice actor of Bulma, Ian Sinclair, English voice actor of Whis, one of the executive producers for Dragon Ball, Akio Iyoku. So I think he's still like executive producer on Dragon Ball and everything, which is kind of like their media stuff and everything. And basically, after the announcements of like things pertaining to the video games, like for example, Xenoverse 2, which that game, geez Louise. I haven't picked that game up, like literally, like in a long ass time. Like I have not picked that game up. I've been playing more, I did the Kakarot DLC. I still have to go back and do some other DLCs for Kakarot when I put it on my Xbox. My PlayStation 5. But Xenoverse 2 is still having DLC and everything, which is crazy enough as is. I'm like, that game's never gonna die. That game's never going to die. It's like people keep asking for Xenoverse 3, but I'm like, listen, if people are still playing Xenoverse 2, well then shit. They're not gonna stop, giving you content, basically. So if you want Xenoverse 3, tell everybody around the world, stop playing Xenoverse 2. Make the game basically dead, and then people will be like, alright, we might need to make a Xenoverse 3, potentially. But no, that's kind of the whole thing. You got a Breakers trailer, don't know what that's about. The Xenoverse stuff is about the new content in the game, and the fact that I guess now your new custom created character can now use Mastered Ultra Instinct too. So they basically gave you all the damn transformations you could freaking get if you want. They gave you Beast form. They gave you now they gave you freaking Mastered Ultra Instinct and shit like that. I'm like, geez Louise, how many damn transformations you need to give the characters? But all right, whatever. They gave some announcement about their trading card game or whatever. So yeah, but other than that, like, the only thing I will say that sucked about the Dragon Ball panel at New York Comic Con, for some odd reason, they like blocked off like the trailers, for people to view on a streaming front if they weren't able to attend. I don't know if they had I don't know if it's like if this content is like so very important that you only get if you're only there at the actual event, you'll actually see like the benefits of it, but. Like I thought it was actually stupid. Like, why black out the video? Like, you don't see that happening for like, the Games Awards or any of these other like Comic-Con panels and shit like that where they're streaming. They show you the content unless it's like, no. only the people that are here get to see a version exclusive. People on, on watching on streaming, you have to wait till it comes out officially and to see it and everything. But I don't know why. I don't know why. That was actually pretty bad. I think that actually took away from the enjoyment, especially when it came to the Dragon Ball Daima trailer, because then you had people switching over to this one guy's live stream just to watch the trailer, and basically, the guy was just talking over it, and he was just saying his nonsense about it, but whatever. Anyways, after all that, the trailer officially came out on Toei's Japanese webpage, and it still had the English subtitles to it, so that's good. But anyways, let's talk about it. Dragon Ball Daima. Now, I subscribed to Geekdom, and I watched the Geekdom 101, and originally I was watching his videos about this new series when he broke it, when he talked about the news and everything. And originally I guess it was going to be called Dragon Ball Magic, but on the panel they actually said it was like a last minute decision, and they called it Dragon Ball Daima. So I don't know, maybe the news about Dragon Ball Magic breaking out and everything is what kind of made them change the name from Dragon Ball Magic to Dragon Ball Daima, which I think at the end of the day, I think that's like a Japanese saying of like magic anyway, so whatever, I guess it is, but whatever. Dragon Ball Daima. So that's kind of the thing there. Now, based on this like trailer, basically it looks like the premise is Goku and company are gonna be turned into children again. And I guess, if you were watching Geekdom's videos or any of the other leaks and everything and that came out about this show, it's the fact that basically, like, I guess these two demons essentially like use a curse, or they use the Dragon Balls to turn Goku and the Supreme Kai back into kids. Now at first, it sounded like it was just gonna be Goku and the Supreme Kai, everybody else be fine. But now, from this trailer alone, basically it looks like every main character of Dragon Ball we know are gonna all be turned into children. So we're actually gonna get to see Kid Vegeta actually interact with Kid Goku. So I think that's pretty cool and everything. Now obviously people have thrown their references to the fact that, like, oh, this kind of looks like Dragon Ball GT and everything. And look, I think it's taken an idea from Dragon Ball GT and they're going to use it their own way. And this time, Toriyama, they said, and especially in the panel, he's heavily involved. So I guess if you want to say this is, I guess, Toriyama's GT, I guess, in a way, if you want to say it, I guess. I'm still not calling it Dragon Ball GT. Hell, we don't even know if this is taking place in the Dragon Ball Super timeline, which I think it basically probably is going to take place in the Dragon Ball Super timeline. Lord have mercy if they adapt this in the manga. Gosh. Please, for the love of God, do not adapt this in the manga. Unless, I guess they do it after this freaking arc or whatever. I don't know. After the Dragon Ball superhero arc. But basically it looks like everybody's turned into a kid. And I'm guessing Goku and the Supreme Kai. And who knows, maybe those leaks or whatever, those drafts or whatever people were coming out with, it didn't, maybe it isn't just Goku and Supreme Kai. Maybe it's Goku, Supreme Kai, and Vegeta, for crying out loud. Because I think you would be passing up a huge opportunity to include Vegeta in the mix. But if it's just Supreme Kai and Goku, that's fine. The reason behind this show is the fact that it is Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary. So it kind of also makes sense why, okay, they're turning Goku back into a kid, going back to where, well, it's all started and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. The animation looks really good. I like it. And one of my co-hosts on the channel, he was kind of skeptical about if the animators could come out with good animation. I'm like, dude, I think they're gonna come up with good animation. You just have too much nightmares from when Dragon Ball Super first started, and everything. Like, there's nothing like. And when he said, like, all right, it looks good, you can't lie. I'm like, see, told you, it's gonna look good. So it looks good. The animation looks nice and fluid, and I'm definitely excited to see where the show's gonna go and what's gonna happen in it. The only thing that kind of does suck is it's coming out next year. Well, the good thing is it's coming out next year. The thing that it sucks is it's basically coming out next year around this time. So fall of 2024, which, you know, it's kind of a wait at this point because right now we're in fall of 2023. We just have to get through a few seasons, but regardless, it's basically, we're getting it basically the end of the year. But hey, I'll take it. It's something listen, like I said, it's not the Dragon Ball Super anime that I want. In terms of, I want to see a continuation of it, and I want to see the Moro arc and the Granola arc animated, and I think they can honestly handle those arcs in like seasons. I'd rather just have Dragon Ball be a seasonal anime and cover those representative arcs instead of like having it go like a full like running length anime, like for example One Piece, where it's a non-stop thing. But you know, the good thing is with the wait for fall, and it's kind of the good thing. You know, there's positives and there's negatives. The fact for Dragon Ball Daima, we have to wait a long time till next year in the fall, basically the end of the year next year to see it. But the good thing is this gives enough content for the manga to continue making chapters by the time, and who knows where the manga could be at by fall of 2024. So it's kind of the thing right then and there. And you know, if somehow like you have it to where we have 3 completed Dragon Ball Super new arcs completed, you know, shit, you can probably make an anime Dragon Ball Super anime announcement return, and I'll probably put that out in fall of 2025, which will get the manga more time to get ahead and everything. Because remember, if you guys don't know, the manga is a monthly release, not a weekly release like a One Piece or a My Hero Academia. It's only a monthly release, which I kind of do. I feel like they could get done. I feel like they could get more. I feel like Dragon Ball could get more chapters done if they do a weekly Dragon Ball Super release. But you know, they would just want to go with the monthly release, which it's fine because you get more chapters anyways, so or more pages anyways. But it is kind of what it is. But you know, listen, it may not be the Dragon Ball series that I want, you know, that I want to see and everything, because I do want to see the Moro arc animated, but at least it's something Dragon Ball. At the end of the day, I'm happy because geez Louise, it's been a long ass time since we got something anime in terms of, well, Dragon Ball Superhero wasn't anime, what was an anime form of Dragon Ball, but I'm talking about like a weekly anime show for Dragon Ball, and I'm definitely down with that. So, and expect me, if again, like I said, I'm not too busy with my life, like literally next year of 2024, I definitely will be reviewing Dragon Ball Daima on the channel, and I definitely can't wait to see where it goes. Another thing I guess in the trailer that was interesting, I guess these 2 demon characters, they were looking at flashbacks of what the Z Warriors have been doing, but specifically with Babidi and Boo. So maybe they have some sort of weird tie-in to Majin Buu and Babidi, and maybe they're doing this thing to get back at the Z Fighters for what they did to them. Now, we all know that Boo is still alive and everything, and he's a good guy, but I guess we'll see on where it goes. And who knows? You know, I also been saying, like, hey, honestly, with the fact that, you know, a lot of people are like, well, Dragon Ball villains, you know, sometimes it's kind of really weird how strong they have to get to be higher than Goku and Vegeta. I've always incorporated the fact, like, hey, how about we just take, I'm not saying go Dragon Ball Heroes approach, but how about we make some of these Dragon Ball Hero like demon characters? Let's start making them canon, in the main series of Dragon Ball. And there you go. You can have it to where the demon characters are very strong and they're very tough opponents. I'm not saying you can have other characters, made up new characters that are just strong, but like I said, I'm like, at some point, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have to believe Goku and Vegeta are like the strongest, like, moral characters in Universe 7 outside of Frieza right now, probably. But, you know, it's like, only way I could see stronger villains appear is like villains from freaking different universes or shit. Just incorporate characters from the demon realm. I don't know if Dragon Ball is going to start going that direction where they're going to have characters. They're going to start popping characters from the demon realm like a Mira or a Toa or a Mecha if you know your Dragon Ball Heroes lore and stuff like that. I don't know if they would go that route, but shit, you know, I'd freaking say, hey, incorporate those characters, make those characters canon, and who knows, maybe the final arc of the storyline is like, okay, the demons from the demon realm want to take over the freaking the mortal realm, and that can be your final arc where Goku and Vegeta have to stop them and save basically the entire, I would say, yeah, the entire universe, but shit, maybe you could have to where the demons like, we not only want to take, control of all the universe of just this one universe, we want to enact the demon realm plan in terms of all the universes in Dragon Ball, and that could kind of be like a pretty cool thing right then and there. So who knows? It'd be very interesting. I'd say I've been saying like, hey, let's start getting the demon characters involved from the Dragon Ball Hero stuff, but I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, but anyways, that's basically it. I don't know. Also, too, I don't know if they're gonna do any transformations. The trailer didn't show them transforming into any like Super Saiyan forms or anything. So you have to wonder, maybe de-aging them, it makes it harder for them to go Super Saiyan. I don't know. If this is gonna be like a anniversary show for Dragon Ball, then I could see it to where they just keep Goku in his base form as an homage to the original Dragon Ball. But hey, if they're able to have them go Super Saiyan God, and he's able to use Ultra Instinct and everything, that's fine. I'm fine with that. It would be cool to see, hey, Kid Goku using Super Saiyan, Kid Goku using Super Saiyan God, or Super Saiyan Blue, or an Ultra Instinct. But I guess only time will tell if transformations are in it too. So we'll definitely see, but I highly doubt it. But maybe that's a part of this like thing when they go back to kids, like it restricts them from going to their transformed states. But then again, Goku is strong as is in his base form. So yeah, but then again, we don't know if like them de-aging or them getting de-age will like lower their strength in terms of power levels and stuff like that. But anyways, that's basically it. So that's all I gotta say. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on Dragon Ball Daima. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Were you hoping to get Dragon Ball Super Season 2, the announcement? But other than that, that's basically it. I'm gonna get out of here. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.